Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the mods for February 1st of 2021. If this is what you're looking for, please stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome. So first off, a couple of things. Up there on your screen, a couple of timestamps are going to show up for when we start working on machinery or doing reviews of machinery. Then when we start doing reviews on tools and equipment, and then when we start doing reviews on placeables. Down below in the YouTube slide bar there, you can select any mod if you're just looking for one particular mod. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start with the updates. So the first 4 updates for the day are these guys up here. Again, if you want to read the change logs, feel free to pause the screen so you can go ahead and read those. So the first update is to the Lindner Unitrack Pack by Vector Man. The next is to the New Holland T5 Utility Series by Blauza. The next is to the Massey Ferguson 8700S by STV Modding. And then the Lizard Card Trailer by Castan 18. And then finally, our last 3 updates for the day, so not too many today. We have an update to Dabnica by Ole Padaka. Then we have an update to Vehicle Maintenance by Frivets. We have an update to the Lizard NL Series by Insight Design 3D / Farm. I believe it's Farm Central Solo, I want to say is the other one on there. I apologize if I'm wrong, but anyhow, that is what we have for updates. So let's go ahead and jump into the mods for today. All right, first up, and our only vehicle today is the Bobcat T870 skid steer. This is by Cypress Simulation Gamers. This is 12.08 megabytes to download, and this is for PC and Mac players only. There may be a console version out that's not Bobcat branded, because I know that that's a branding issue, but I could be wrong with that. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this guy in the store. If we go under vehicles here, under, where are we at here? Skid steer loaders, Bobcat right here. 9 miles an hour, 123 liters of fuel, 100 horsepower. There's no adjustable options on here. It's $65,900 to buy. We hop in it. Sounds nice. Horn. Interesting. Love it. Beacons. I don't see any beacons on here, but pretty good reach on it. Obviously, you can do anything you need to do with it. Adjusting around is all just using the mouse button as you normally would for a skid steer loader like that, but yeah, pretty much all good to go. It says X to open the door, so we can open that front door if we wanted to, which is awesome. We got that nice detail on there. Beautiful, beautiful. So there's that. Let's see. Let's go in the cab here for a second. Cab, we can look around in here. Nice, nice, nice. But yeah, that is the Bobcat T870 skid steer. All right, and next up we have the Inside Camera Zoom by Paint to Farm and Kim Brandwick. This is 14 kilobytes to download. This is for PC and Mac players only. This is a script mod, so that's why I'm still in the Bobcat here. So it allows you to zoom in while you're inside of a piece of equipment. So I can get pretty darn close there. Look at all those details, which I think is pretty great. It allows you to really see what's going on. So if I... But anyhow, yeah, sorry, we'll get out of that screen there. But yeah, that is the Inside Camera Zoom by Paint to Farm, and I can zoom way out here too. I think it resets it if you go back in. Nope, it doesn't, so just be aware of that. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. So, Inside Camera Zoom. Next up is another script mod. This is the Bulk Fill mod by Loki79. This is 27 kilobytes to download. This is for PC and Mac players only. So, this basically gives you the option to kind of, instead of having to keep filling up each pallet one by one, well, it kind of allows you to fix it. So you can see down here, it shows you what all the values are, what all those have in them. If I open up the help menu, there's a few things to do here, and I'll make sure I understand this all correctly. So R is obviously refill. Equals means I can enable or disable being able to see them. And using the brackets, I can cycle which one I want to select. So if I want to select 4, I can select 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, it's a little hard to see those icons on there, I apologize, but that's about what I can do right there for you. So over the C pallets, you'll see different icons. I can hit insert to disable. And I believe if we have it disabled, if I hit fill, it should just fill 1 and stop. But we'll test that real quick here. Beautiful. Okay, now if I hit insert, it should enable it to bulk fill. So now once it's done with that one, it should move to 2 and then 3. So we'll make sure it's going to do that here in a second. Yep, there we go. Look at that. That is such a nifty mod. Gosh, that's so helpful. What a great idea for that. So that is fantastic. definitely something that I think is really going to be helpful to a lot of players, especially if you're someone who still buys your seeds, which I do a lot of times, buy my seeds in pallet form and bulk. So that is fantastic. But wait for that to finish off there. There we go. That is bulk fill by Loki79. All right, our next mod up today is the Lizard Pad Rear Bucket, or Lizard Pat Rear Bucket. This is by JV3D Modding. This is 2.90 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. So if we go into the store, this is going to be found under miscellaneous, I believe. Yeah, I believe it's under miscellaneous. Right here, we have the Pat Rear Bucket. It is $3,500 to buy, holds 500 liters, 75 horsepower required, can hold all these different crop types. If we go into the menu here, you can adjust the main color to anything on that list there, and you can do default, which is this brand right there. Then you can go back to that default, old. So there you have it. No other customization. If we hop in here, hook it up, open up the help menu. I can run, tilt it, do all that stuff. I can kind of use it just like a kind of a front loader attachment. Let me get a little bit zoomed in here. So if I wanted to pick up the silage here, I probably should figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. Can't seem to get it any better angle than that. So holding down the right mouse button up and down does that. Side to side, I don't think it does anything. I think that's still doing the up and down motion. Left mouse button up and down is going to tilt that. And that's as far back as it goes, that direction there. And then left and right doesn't appear to do anything. I think those might just be the only two options. Let's see. So it doesn't look like I can't really get oh, you know what I bet I can do? If I lower the 3-point hitch, there we go. Now I can actually get it down to the ground. That looks much better. That way I can actually do exactly what I want, which is going to be to pick something up off the ground. There we go. So now I can lift it up. Maybe, potentially, dump it out. But there you go. That is the Lizard Pat Rear Bucket. Next up, we have the Planer. This is by Marcos DS. This is by Talon and Agro Mods. This is 2.13 megabytes. This is for all platforms. In the store, it's going to be found under levelers here, right here. The Planer, 3.5 or $3,500 to buy. Sorry, 2.2 meter working width. We open it up into here. There's no other customization. Hook it up. Should be able to hopefully push stuff around, up, down. I can adjust that on using the mouse button there. I don't see a way that I can tilt it any other way, but let's go ahead and, yep, pushes stuff pretty good. Actually, that worked out really well. Seems like it has kind of a capacity down there, so how much can I get this to hold? Oh, quite a bit. That's already up to 3,000. That's pretty impressive. That's a pretty good working planer, actually. But anyhow, there you go. That is the planer. All right, next up we have the Claas crop sensor. This is by Vertex Design. This is 4.03 megabytes to download. This is currently for PC and Mac players only. This does say it requires the Precision Farming DLC. From my understanding, this, if we go into the store and take a look at it, under miscellaneous, if you have Precision Farming in, this is the Scout, which you use to take soil samples. I'm pretty sure to gain more precise, we'll see. Later of work, we're going to just scan the field and see what happens with this. I'm not quite sure exactly what it does. But it says in the ModHub, the Claas crop sensor is simply mounted in the front of the tractor and is therefore not vehicle bound. The sensor can be used to scan field areas to gain insight into the soil conditions. So it sounds just like the scanner, but we'll go and try it. I'm going to try it on the rear just to see what happens. Let me open up the... We open up the help menu and all that stuff. X to unfold it. If we drive onto a field, is it going to zoom us in? So if we go into the Precision Farming menu, we have no detail whatsoever on here. And I don't know if this will work because we're not on... It should work just fine without it being a... If I hit B to turn it on, there we go. Okay. Lower. There we go. Okay, so it looks like it's scanning some information down there. At least it did get a little bit. Okay. Oh, it does have to run that direction, so you do have to run with it on the front or drive backwards with it. But let's see, does it get... I'll see if it gets all the soil composition information or not, but we'll see here in a second what all it got for the soil. We go in here, it did. It scanned everything. It did, well, obviously we don't have any yield data. It got nitrogen data and pH data. Look at that. Well, that's pretty cool. So it's essentially a scanner. It does have to work that one direction though. So just be aware of that. But that is pretty cool. Not too wide, but That's something a little bit different. I think that's great. I wonder if you can't hire a worker. I'll say that'd be great if you could hire a worker to go out and scan your field for you, but there you go. Sits up just like that, but definitely running on the front of your tractor probably is what you probably want to do. Doesn't look like there's a hookup on the other side. Yeah, it looks like it just is on that one side. So anyhow, that is the Claas crop sensor. All right, here we have the Lizard Mazur 6/1100. This is by Mashis Boss 1 and Matt 26. I believe, if I'm reading that correctly, this is 8.19 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. This is a seeder. This is not a direct drill seeder. There's a couple things in this pack. So first off, under miscellaneous, there's this guy, which is just basically a hookup to help transport it. So if I open that in here, nothing else, $800. If we go now into seeders, we will take a look at the actual seeder itself. Down here at the very end, there we go. The Mazur 6/1100, 9 mile per hour running speed, 21,000 to buy. Holds 2,200 liters of just seeds. That's actually a decent seed capacity. You can plant all these crops here, same as any other seeder. We go into here. There's no customization. You get what you get. So in this configuration here, this is how it kind of comes when you buy it. So it has these wheels on the back, which you can fold up. But if I hook up to this guy right here, then hook up to the seeder, this is kind of how you're supposed to transport it. Now I can, if I can hit X to unfold it. If I hit X to unfold it, it'll try to drop it down, and then I should be able to detach it, and I can set this guy off to the side here. Actually, yeah, you have to set that off to the side there. And now if I go hook up to the seeder, there we go. Did I say, I don't know if I said what working with this thing was. I can't remember if I did or not. We'll go take a look real quick in here, just to be sure. It doesn't say. That probably explains why I didn't say it. Yeah, it does not say. In the ModHub, it says 6 meters. So, okay, so yeah, so probably 6 meters. But that would explain why I didn't say it. B to turn it on, V to lower it down. And then also it does have ridge markers if you want to use it. So it is seeding. But if I hit Z, I can put out a ridge marker on one side. Those ridge markers don't look like they would work the way that ridge markers are supposed to. I could be wrong. I guess you could use a different reference point, but anywho, I don't see any other adjustments on there. V to turn it off, V to lower it, or raise it back up, excuse me, and then Z again to turn off all the ridge markers there. So there we go. And if I hit fold, it's going to put those tires out, which he still can hold it like this and carry it just fine. But probably not the best idea, but there you go. That is the Lizard Mazur 6/1100. All right, up next we have the Case International 6200 pack. This is by Pat Yes Z Modding. This is 27.26 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. If we go in the store, this is a pack of 2 seeders. They're not direct drill seeders from what I could gather. So yep, doesn't say it's a direct drill. They both do fertilizer and seed. They do run at 7 miles an hour, which is a bit slow. Oh, and this guy does it have a horsepower requirement? It doesn't. Does that have one listed on the ModHub? Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting thrown off by that. 100 horsepower required, it says in the ModHub. But back to these two. The small one here is 4.3 meters. Does, again, seed and fertilizer. That's a split tank between the two of those. 80 horsepower to run. Plants all these crop types. If we go into customization, it can be red and white. IKR yellow, and white. Back to red. Old tires, new tires, and that's everything for you. That's all the customization that you have available. Then we have the Case IH 6200 Dual, which is now 8.7 meters, so basically twice the width. Plants all these crop types, not a direct drill, does seed and fertilizer, runs at 7 miles an hour, requires 130 horsepower, which really isn't a whole lot. Coming to customization, we have red and white, we have IKR yellow, we have IKR yellow and white, and back to red, old tires and new tires, so the same customization options. And it's $95,000 to buy. I have the big one out here. So again, this has the ability to hook up there for transport, which the wheels are pretty sweet for the transport. Now if I hit X to unfold it, we'll kind of do that. You're still hooked up, technically speaking, so you have to unhook, but that's how you would unfold it. This does have ridge markers on it as well. Open up the help menu here. Now I can hook up to it from, well, if I can actually get angled up right here, should be able to hook up. Here we go. Hit V to lower it, B to turn it on, and you can ignore the precision farming stuff on there. Now it is adding a fertilizer state, technically speaking, but it's precision farming, so it's a little bit different. But anyhow, there you go. You can hire a worker, do all that stuff. Oh, does it have ridge markers? Those look like ridge markers. Z to turn on the ridge markers. Yep, there we go. And those ones look like they do what they're supposed to do. They look like they've gone out far enough to where the typical reference point would be. Z again to put them away. V to raise it up. B to turn it off. There you go. That is the Case International 6200 pack. Next up, we are into trailers. We have the Brantner TA 30800. This is by Agrar Modding, Agritechnic, and Nordrifle. This is 12.29 megabytes. Actually, I think it's Agritechnic Nordrifle, isn't it? Yep, I apologize. 12.29 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This is a tipper, so this is found under trailers. If we go all the way down to the end where the modded ones are going to be, right here, the power tube, if you will, 33,000 to buy, 55,000 liter capacity max, holds all these crop types. So the configuration, I have it outside, it is only 33,000 liters, but we can change the main color in here if we want to, and then we can go standard configuration, or we can do the extension, which bumps it up to 55,000. So quite the extension on there, not too much more to buy. You have tire options, Lizard, we have the flotation radials. Under knock-ins, you have those guys there, and then Lizard. So just a couple tire options on there for you. Looks very well detailed, quite nice. I like the icons on it, like the look of it. I love the tires on it, they look great. Let's go ahead and fill this baby up. Put some wheat in there. Left control I to unload. There's the animation there. See how far it goes up. Yeah, it's going up pretty far. Still going. Still going. Quite a high tip on that, actually. Yeah, so right about there. We fully emptied it out by the time we got all the way up, so quite a high tip. But anyhow, that is the Brantner TA 30800. Next up, and our final piece of equipment before we get into placeables, is the Krampe TW 800. This is by MO6R. This is 13.24 megabytes to download, and this is for all platforms. This, once again, is going to be found under trailers. We go all the way down to the end here. Oh, not those guys. This guy right here, the TW 800, 57,000 to buy, holds 46,100 liters of these crop types. And this says auger wagons can also be known as chaser bins, or trailers that can have their own screw conveyor belt. We'll see if we can figure that out, or why it says that on there. It does say easy transport for fertilizer seeds to fields in the ModHub here. Let me see, is there any images of it doing what? Oh, it does have an auger wagon on the back. Maybe it's an option down here. I bet you it's an option. All right. Sorry, I didn't look too much into that. I apologize, but we'll figure it all out. I might have to buy another one. But rim color, you can do red or silver there, and then you have some green colors for the main color and design colors, different colors on there. Standard with the extension, back to standard. So the extension bumps it up a little bit. You gotta add 6,100 liters to it from 40,000. We'll brand you a BKT. Not even try to pronounce it. And then Michelin napkins, back to BKT trailer. Or, there we go. And can you adjust that at all? You would think you'd be able to maybe adjust the design color to something. Nope, that's stuck in the red there, but you got that. Adds 15 grand to the price, but still pretty cool, actually. That makes it quite a big trailer, and I wonder, we're gonna go ahead and buy this, actually. So in this standard capacity here, if I go into the menu, we load it up with wheat, left control I to, oops. Left control I to dump it out, potentially. They're not gonna let me go tip side back. There we go, left control I. Nice, okay. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and hook up to the one we just purchased over here, just so we can take a look at how that auger wagon works. If you don't care, then go ahead and skip ahead to the next mod, but I do want to take a look at it real quick. I apologize, I totally missed that. I usually am pretty good about looking through all the store options and everything, but hook up to this guy. Oh, to have the pipe out there, and look at that, adds that nice little tube set up there, right? Does it add that? Yeah, it does add that. So it's raising it all up, getting it all set to go. We'll come out here a little bit so we have a little bit more space. That's a pretty good setup right there. Actually, I quite like that. That's just me hitting the pipe out. I haven't done anything else. And I can adjust the pipe holding down the right mouse button, which is pretty sweet. Okay, and then that's, what is this? What will this take? This will take chaff as well, which is important because you could probably use this on the back of a forage wagon or a forage harvester. Left control I to dump it out there. Great animation on that. So just dump it in that whole area though. So just be aware of that. But stop. There we go. O to put the pipe in. Might take a little bit for that all to fold in, but still, that's pretty cool. You can put forage in there, so it's kind of like the Lizard Auger Master, but there you go. That is the, whatchamacallit, what is it? The Krampe TW 800. I like that trailer quite a bit, especially now that I figured out how to use it. But anyhow, moving on to the placeables. All right, our first placeable is the Biogas Plant 450 kilowatt by Vertex Design. This is 45.84 megabytes, and it is for all platforms. So there's a couple things I want to note that is in the ModHub. So first off, the maintenance on this is 225 a day. We'll be able to figure that out in a second. It says consumption per second for solids is 8 liters, and per second for slurry is 6 liters. It says fill types, silage, manure, liquid manure, potatoes, sugar beet, straw, hay, and it says it is manure system ready and seasons ready. So if we go first off into the store to take a look at that, this is going to be under placeables, under miscellaneous down here, right here. 365,000 to buy, which honestly isn't too much for building your own PGA. So it's not too bad. If we hop out of there and go into the main menu, go over to sell points, it should tell us the prices it's going to buy stuff for. Sugar beets and potatoes, 450. Nice, pretty standard there. 360 for silage, pretty standard. Hay and grass would be nice to have straw and, is it straw and hay? Yeah, it doesn't even take grass at this guy. Yeah, straw and hay doesn't even take grass, but there you go. Manure and slurry right there as well, 180 liters or $180 per 1,000 liters for that. So looking around at it, you have your digester up here, your slurry out point right there, which that does appear to be manure system ready. Moving around the outside, actually this could be the digestate out point. That's probably the end point. Sorry, over there. Jeez, that's the out point over there or over here, and then up here we have that end point. So this is the end point here for slurry if you're going to sell that. But yeah, very nice little compact BGA, not too big. Not too crazy. So yeah, there you go. That is the Biogas Plant 450 kilowatt. All right, next up we have the KARCHER HDS C9/15 by Driver 300. This is 2.4 megabytes to download. This is for PC and Mac players. Oh no, it's actually for all platforms. Sorry, for all platforms. If we go in the store, this is also under miscellaneous. This is just a power wash station. So pretty cool. 10,500 to buy, $20 a day maintenance. Come up to it, hit R, just like the other power washers. We'll see how far the hose goes, actually. Right to here. So it's a pretty decent hose area there. Right about to there. So, yeah. That one, I like that quite a bit, actually. Is there anything options on here? Nope. No options to adjust anything or anything like that. But there we go. That is the KARCHER HDS C915. All right. Next up, we have the Placeable KS67 grain silo by AAA modding. So AAA modding looks like 13.91 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms. So if we go into the store, this is going to be found under silos. Go down to the very end here. KS67 grain silo, 250,000 to buy, holds 400,000 liters of your basic crop types, $45 a day maintenance. So looking at it, we have the in point right here, and then we have the out point right here, which is pretty sweet. It's a nice little grain silo, actually. I like a lot of the good detail on it. So yeah, pretty great. I wonder if we can get up there. Probably not. I mean, there's ladders, but no, there's no getting up there. Anyhow, there you have it. That is the Placeable KS67 grain silo. All right, next up we have this Placeable fence pack. This is by Omatana. This is 2.23 megabytes to download. This is for all platforms as well. This is going to be found under decoration. This fence pack gives you quite a few options. It gives you a fence post, a 1 meter fence, 2 meter fence, 4 meter fence. It also gives you a 12 meter, a 24, and a 48. It gives you a 1 meter gate, a 2 meter gate, and a 4 meter gate. So quite a few options. The gates are up front. Left click to open. Left click to open. Left click to open. Then again, I think this is the 24, 12, the 4, the 2, the 1, the post, and then back here to put the 48. So I do like that you have the ability to kind of get them placed kind of however you want. You have, they're such a big thing, so you don't have to place 1,000 fences, which is a really nice feature. So there you have it. That is the fence pack by Omatana. All right, next up in our final mod for the day is the Borga Warehouse. This is by Gold Fox. This is 11.43 megabytes to download. This is for PC and Mac players only. This is going to be found under sheds, under placeables. Borga Warehouse, 30,000 to buy, $27 a day maintenance. So here it is. We'll go ahead and open it up. Turn on that. It should be a light. Oh, nope, a light switch there. Potentially. Does look like a light switch. Let's see, I do see lights in there, never mind. That open up, yep, that all opens up. Very nicely detailed, though. I like this shed quite a bit. Nice little window out the back side there. Let's see if we can find out how... Might be automatic lights, but that looks like a light switch, doesn't it? I'm just getting the door trigger there. Anywho, looking around the outside, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, very nice, tidy little shed there. So there you go. That is the Borga Warehouse, and that is the end of our mods for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on your screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching.